Good afternoon, dear HES Academies, parents, students, and community. We have the pleasure today of being with you in another family engagement broadcast. We have with us today Ms. Hala Saif. Ms. Hala Saif, welcome.
Hi.
Ms. Hala Saif, she's the school nutritionist at Universal Academy. Universal Academy is located in Southwest Detroit, and it is one of HES Academies. Ms. Saif, she has graduated from Wayne State University with a degree in nutrition and nutrition science. And she'll be speaking today about a very specific and important topic, which is how do we keep nutrition portions under control. الإبقاء على الكميات تحت السيطرة. She will be presenting this presentation both in English and Arabic. Before that, I'd like to let all our parents and students know that we are sending surveys today, as usual, our monthly surveys, to get your feedback and opinion about virtual learning and going back to school safely. So you will see this post on social media sites, and you will receive the link in your email and on all the social media sites for the HES Academies, and also in Class Dojo and through text message through Remind to remind you of completing this survey. All students, grades 6 to 12, are invited to complete the survey for the students, and all parents are invited to complete the survey for the parents. For your opinion is very important in the decision-making process of HES Academies as far as going back to school. Without further ado, I'd like to present to you Ms. Hala Saif and keeping portions under control.
Thank you for having me today. Today I chose to talk about this topic, keeping portions under control, because it's a very important topic. Because many of us do not know how much they need to eat or consume. There's many studies that prove that many people are not aware of how many food they need to eat. There's one study that they give participants a sandwich, different size of sandwich in a different day. They noticed that the participants finished all sandwich without realizing the difference in size. So اليوم اخترت أن أتكلم عن إبقاء الكميات تحت السيطرة، لأنه موضوع مهم جدا، لأن أغلبنا لا نستطيع أو لا ندرك الكمية التي نحتاجها من الأكل. لذلك ففي دراسات كثيرة تم إثبات أن أغلب الأشخاص لا يدركون كمية الوجبة التي يحتاجوها. ففي إحدى الدراسات أعطوا المشتركين كمية مختلفة من الساندويتش، فوجدوا أنهم أكملوها ولم يلاحظوا الفرق في الكمية. Before I go in depth about portion size, I want to explain the difference between portion size and serving size. Portion size is the amount of food that you choose to eat for a meal or a snack. It could be small or big. Serving size is a measured amount of food or drink. So the serving size will tell us how many calories and how many nutrients. And we can use cups, grams, or slice of bread as we talk about serving size. الفرق ما بين كمية الطعام وحصة الطعام. كمية الطعام هي الكمية التي نختار أن نتناولها خلال الوجبة. أما حصة الطعام فهي محدودة ومحسوبة، وتخبرنا عن كمية السعرات الحرارية والعناصر الغذائية، وهي تقدر في الأكواب والأنصاص أو الأونسز والقطع. in this slide, I show you the difference between the product or the food that was like 20 years ago or more, comparing with the foods that we have right now. As you see that the bagel size increased from 3 inches to 6 inches, and the calories difference is 210. The soda increased by 13.5 ounces, and the calories increased by 165 calories. Popcorn size increased, and now the popcorn has 630 calories. So في هذه الصورة أتحدث عن الفرق ما بين المنتجات قبل 20 سنة وأكثر ومنتجاتنا في الوقت الحالي. فالمنتج كما تشاهد في أعلى الشاشة أن البيجل كان حجمه 3 إنشز، أما الآن فهو 6 إنشز. وكما كلما ازداد حجم الطعام ازدادت سعراته الغذائية الحرارية. كما تلاحظ هنا أن المشروبات الغازية أن كانت 6.5 أنس، الآن 20 أنس، والفرق في السعرات الحرارية 165، والفشار أصبح الآن سعرته الحرارية 630. Health issues related to food portion distortions. The more that we eat, the more that we gain weight, and then we are at the high risk of having high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, bone problems, breathing and sleeping problems. These problems can lead to serious problems, heart disease, heart failure, stroke. المشاكل الصحية المتعلقة بزيادة كميات الطعام. كلما تناولنا أكثر من ما نحتاجه يزداد وزننا، وكلما ازداد الوزن أثر على صحتنا. بسبب ذلك فسوف يكون لدينا ارتفاع في ضغط الدم، ارتفاع في الكوليسترول، السكري، أمراض ومشاكل في العظام والتنفس والنوم، وهذا قد تؤدي إلى أمراض أعظم وهي أمراض القلب. أسباب زيادة حجم الطعام. The reasons for portion size increasing. As I mentioned earlier, we are unable to determine the portion size that we need. Price influence. So this is when we talk about sale, discounts, and free food. Selling more product. Many food industries nowadays, they have a different type or different size of the product, so they can sell more. Also the increase in restaurants. أسباب زيادة حجم الطعام، وهو بسبب أننا لا نستطيع تقدير الكمية التي نحتاجها. تأثير في الأسعار حين يكون لدينا تخفيضات أو حين يكون لدينا طعام مجاني. المصنعين الغذائيين هذا لديهم أكثر من حجم للمنتج، وذلك لكي يبيعوا أكثر وانتشار المطاعم. So now we'll talk about tips to control portion size. I would like to introduce using my plate guide. It was created in 2011 to guide people on how to have some balance and to eat from the 5 food group as it shows here in these pictures. And I would like to just show a small or a short clip.
Saif, I don't think you're showing the right clip. Can you share the screen with the other scene?
Let me see. Wait, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, this is the okay. This is the clip that I want to show.
Yeah, share maybe if it's a YouTube clip, share the Chrome tab for it.
The Chrome tab. Okay, then I'll try again. Just 1 second, please.
Sure.
Okay, I will click it again here.
Okay.
Is it showing right now?
Yeah, now it's the right one.
Okay.
So while Saif prepares her presentation, again, that was a clip from My Plate organization website, which we will share with you momentarily in the comments, and you can download it and access it, and that will help you determine the portions that are needed. So the subject today that Ms. Saif is speaking about is the portion control, because many times we think that we have arranged for a healthy meal, but then maybe we don't pay attention to the portions of that meal. So that's something that we need to be conscious about. And each person with different age, different circumstances will need different portions, which Ms. Saif will be speaking about shortly. Are you trying to share the screen again, Ms. Saif?
Yes.
Yeah. If you have any questions, you can write them down in the comments section. We will get to them at the end of the episode. If the question is in English, we will answer in English. And if the question is in Arabic, we will be answering in Arabic. You can't share. Is there an issue with sharing?
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
No problem. So when you click on share screen, what does it tell you?
It doesn't show my PowerPoint.
Is your PowerPoint open right now?
Yes, it is. I can just continue.
No, you can. We can. What you can do is actually you can maybe exit this and re-enter again.
Exit. I'm sorry. What is
exit? Exit the studio and re-enter again and try again.
I can't see.
Okay. All right. While we wait for Ms. Saif to come back, I wanted to invite you to fill the parent and student survey that will be very helpful in determining our return to school. So I've posted the surveys here in the comment section for parents and for students. So please make sure to, if you're a student or a parent for in HES Academies, please make sure to fill these surveys. It's working now, Ms. Saif. You can continue.
Thank you.
No problem.
So the clip was explaining the My Plate guide. As you see, it's a good also it's a good tool to show kids and encourage them to eat from the 5 food groups. Also, there is this website that we can use. This website will show you the calories that you need per day, and it will show you the recommended amount from the 5 food groups. So I'll go to this. I'll stop sharing my PowerPoint and I'll go to the website. في هذا الموقع سوف تقوم بإدخال بعض المعلومات، وبعد ذلك سيزودك سيعلمك بكمية السعرات الحرارية التي تحتاجها في اليوم الواحد. So I'll just visit here. So if you go here on the side, it will tell you what you should enter. You have to enter your age, sex, height, weight, physical activity level. So you will start by pressing star here, and then you will enter your age. Let's say Fairy and female. And then you will enter 170. The height, let's say this person height is 5'3", and the level of activity, let's say it's between less than 30 minutes. And then you will press calculate food plan, and then it'll show you 2 calories. It will show you the 180, that's if you want to drop some pounds, and then it will show you 2000 if you want to maintain the same one. Let's say if you want to maintain the same weight that you have, or like you maintain your weight. So we'll press on that one. So بعد أن أدخلت العمر والجنس والطول والوزن درجة الرياضة، تم إظهار نوعين من السعرات الحرارية التي أستطيع أن أتناولها أو يستطيع الشخص أن يتناولها بهذه المواصفات. في الأول إذا كنت تريد أن تنزل من وزنك، والثاني إذا كنت تريد أن تستمر على نفس الوزن. So to start here. Okay. So let me just. So after you press that one, you would see that after you press that one, it will show you how many calories, as I mentioned, and then it will take you to another window that will show you how many fruit that you need to take, how many cups of fruit, how many ounces of real protein, and all of that. Another tip is try to use measurement tools, the utensils that has the measurement on it, or measuring cups. Maybe you will need to use this for a while until you start realizing how much of the food you need. Also, if you don't have these tools, you can use your hand as a guide. The fist equals to 1 cup. The front of the fist equals half cup. Your palm equals 3 to 5 ounces. Your thumb equals to 1 tablespoon, and the tip of your finger equals to teaspoons. So للسيطرة على حجم الطعام بإمكانك أن تستخدم أدوات يوجد عليها القياسات. وإذا لم يكن لديك ذلك فتستطيع أن تستخدم يدك. القبضة تساوي كوب واحد. مقدمة القبضة تساوي نصف كوب. الإبهام يساوي ملعقة كبيرة. رأس الأصبع تساوي ملعقة صغيرة. أما راحة اليد فهي تساوي 3 إلى 4 ounces. Also, to reduce your food size, portion size. I mean, you can use small plates. Also, try to schedule 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, because if you feel super hungry, you will go and overeat at your next meal. Also, ask everyone to serve her or himself, because they should decide how much they want to eat. Try to avoid distractions during the meal, like watching TV, playing video games, or answering phones, and avoid eating from the bag. Just take some of, the snack if it's in the family size bag, and then leave the rest in the kitchen, so to prevent from overeating. هناك نصائح أخرى، وهي استخدم الصحون الصغار. حاول أن يكون لديك 3 وجبات أو سناكين ما بين وجبتين ما بين الوجبة والوجبة. ودع كل شخص يقدر أو يختار حجم وجبته. حاول أن لا تنشغل في الأشياء وقت الوجبة، مشاهدة التلفزيون، الانشغال بالألعاب الإلكترونية، أو الانشغال في المكالمات الهاتفية. Also limit eating from out, because many restaurants will serve you double or triple the portion size that you need. If you go to the restaurant, try to share your meal or take half of it home. So حاول أن تتجنب الذهاب إلى المطاعم كثيرا، فهم يقومون بإعطائك ضعف الوجبة أو 3 أضعاف الوجبة التي تحتاجها. فالأجر أن تأخذ نصف الوجبة البيت. Questions? Do you have any questions, or if anyone has a question for me?
Thank you, Ms. Saif. That was a very, very helpful presentation. I'm actually downloading the app as I'm speaking to you, to use it myself. So as far as portion control is concerned, for example, if I were to prepare myself a plate of, let's say, rice and meat and salad for lunch, what would be a natural or a good or a healthy portions to fill that plate with?
So this depends on your, how I showed earlier my plate plan. This is a good one, because you will put your height, weight, and everything, and the other information, and it will ask you, or it will show you how many calories you can take per day. And then it will also show you, like if you go to the next, it will show you how many portions from each group you need to eat all day. So basically, calories count. It's good.
Right. What do you think of, for example, some types of diets that they tell you, for example, like low carb diets? They say you can eat as much as you want, meat and fat, as long as it's low carb. What do you think of such diets?
Honestly, I don't believe on that, because if you go over your calories, your body will store as fat. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't recommend, if you want to go on diet and you're like, convinced to go to one of these popular diet, try to have portion control in the place. Because if you have portion control, you will continue with it. You will not just do it for maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks and say, oh, I'm tired, I can't do that. But if you have a portion control, it will be just a habit. Like, I can't add more than that to my plate.
Great. Is there any tips for students now while they're virtual studying? Many of them have the freedom of having snacks next to them all day. So what are some of the tips for students in that regard?
Yeah, I have received many response on my, I did a class with a high school, middle school, and they mentioning that we are eating junk food, we are having unhealthy snack. So I would just tell them, try to substitute, just maybe if you eat chips, let's say, I know like that many people, they will have family size next to them. They will just crunch on that all day. So try, as I mentioned earlier, try to take some, leave it next to you. It's okay. But try to have something healthy until you get convinced that you have to have something healthy.
Great. And there's Miss Jennifer Elias saying would encourage water as well over juices or sodas.
It is, yeah. Water is good, 0 calories, and we need it for our muscles too.
As far as the hot chips that is very popular among students, is there any nutritional awareness that you'd like to bring about?
Yeah, so for that one in particular, many, like if we try to eat hot chips, we will just continue eating it, because if something is spicy, we just like to eat more and more and more of it. Also, I want to tell them, try to read the nutrition label, and just ask yourself, do you need all of these nutrition and nutrients? Does it have all the all good stuff? Because I know it has saturated fat and it has trans fat too.
Great, thank you. With that, that's the end of our questions, and we would like to thank Ms. Saif for her presentation. It will be posted on the school's social media, Facebook and YouTube. If you feel that someone can benefit from it, you can share it with them. And if you go to Universal Academy or you live around it, you can always contact the school if you need some advice or help from Ms. Saif. She is the school nutritionist at Universal Academy. Thank you, Ms. Saif, and we'll see you in upcoming episodes. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please look out for these surveys coming to you today. They are important surveys for returning to school, and we'll see you in the next Family Engagement broadcast.